Hello everybody and welcome to something new. We're playing the new One Piece game on Roblox that came out. It's called Blox Piece, and I like it because it's actually pretty balanced and stuff, but I think I'm gonna do a compilation of all the fruits. So right now I'm level 39, I've got 30,000 belly, and I'm about to buy the Chop Chop. So I'm gonna show the 2 moves on the Bomb fruit, and I think I'm gonna try to get clips of all the other fruits and then just make a mass compilation instead of doing one by one. So the first move for Bomb is if you hold Z, you'll do the Sniper Bomb, which basically you shoot a little pellet that explodes. Can also destroy terrain like that, but destroying terrain doesn't do much. And yeah, you can do that. And then the next move is if you have 15 mastery, you can hold X to do the full body explosion, where basically you turn yourself into a bomb. Literally, you will explode rapidly. But anyway, after this is gonna be the stinking spike Nomi. Like, let me check here, because you can actually just buy devil fruits. They spawn in the world too. So it's pretty balanced. So obviously, if you have, he only has a few though, so obviously you can get a lot of them. My favorite personally is the Yami, the dark. So I'll be trying to save that one for last. And yeah, looks like there is. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fruits. Pretty nice, pretty balanced. So we have Bomb. My friend has Spike right now, and I'm about to get Chop. So I'll probably see you in the next clip. And if you buy it with that, then basically it'll do this, but the mastery also resets, so I have to go ahead and train Chop. But yeah, we'll probably do a big old compilation of this, and I'll see you at the Spike. Now we're gonna do Spike. I really delayed this because I am now max level, and I got a lot of money, and I just didn't do Spike. But the first move is at Spike Rush, Mastery level 1, so it's just a little rapid jab of the spiking hands. It's not that good. It has a really long cooldown too. It's not that good. Spike is a starter fruit, so it's always in stock. The next move is at 15 Mastery, Stinger Hedgehog, where you'll basically turn into a giant little ball of hedgehog and you can roll people over. It's really good for knocking people into the ocean. But yeah, it's a starter fruit. There's not much you would need to expect from that. So the 3 moves is the Chop fruit. 3 moves. The first move is the arm punch, where it's basically just a longer range punch. You just move your hand forward and just like good damage. The next move is if you hit X with 20 mastery, you'll do the festival, where your body parts just go kind of crazy and you hit them a lot. And the last move is if you have 50 mastery, you'll do big circus, where you grab someone, lift them up, turn them around, and then slam them down. Ironically enough, it does less damage than arm punch, which is terrible. But if you have Chop fruit, and I think if you're a higher level, so this bandit is level 70 and I'm level 77, swords will not hurt you. The Chop fruit is completely immune to swords, just like how Gum is immune to bullets. But yeah, so Chop is good for the starters, because you'll just be immune to a lot of the enemies. So yeah, it's a good fruit to start off on. We're gonna show Spring. Spring got added kind of randomly, to be honest. Oh, someone's kidding me. Spring got added kind of randomly, to be honest. And I decided to go to the Warden area to show it off better, because the last move, Spring Leap, is kind of complicated, I guess. And I thought I didn't show it in a good way like the last time. But the first move is if you have one mastery and you hold Z, you'll do Gum Pistol and Chop Punch, but with springs. And when I say this, I mean you literally just Extendo Punch, which is really a basic move. The next move is even more basic. Spring Snipe, that sounds cool and everything, right? It's a charge move. You'll get little springs on your legs, they'll just boost forward and hit someone. It doesn't even go that far for distance. Now Spring Cannon, ooh, that sounds cool, doesn't it? Nope. Gum Axe. You get springs on your leg, you jump up, slam down. Very boring. Last move, Spring Leap. This is why we're at Impel Down, or wherever you call this. Just call it Prison, God. But basically, you're gonna go. I want to go inside here, and if you're in a big area like this, just full of walls, and you hit F to do Spring Leap with its 18 mastery, you will jump around the walls. So it's basically like light. Oh god, I got out of it. But as you can see there, if you don't hit the wall fast enough, you will just stop swinging around. And yeah, it's kind of just a fun fruit. It's got some great sound effects. It's not good for fighting at all. It's extremely terrible. So definitely one of my worst fruits in the game. Oh my god, I'd rather have Bomb than this, to be honest. And Bomb only has 2 moves. But yeah, it's mostly just a fruit for like fun and messing around, I guess. We're gonna do the stinking smoke fruit. It has 3 moves, and it is a low gear fruit. So if someone tries to hit you and they don't have the haki, they will be unable to hurt you like this. First move is if you hit Z, you will shoot down a little smoke cloud, and this cloud will also stay after it hits the target, so it'll stay in one spot and do damage over time. The next move is if you hit X, you will do smoke pull, which will pull the target towards you as well, unless they are Buddha, because apparently Buddha is too dummy thick. So yeah, you can pull the target towards you like that. The next move is if you hit C and have 50 mastery, again smoke pull is 20 mastery. If you hit C, you'll do the smoke tackle where you'll basically go forward and just hit everyone in your way. Welcome to the flame. It got reworked, so I need to do it again now. So for the first move is at 1 mastery, you got fire bullets, which is basically just pew-pews, fire. I mean, it's got in the name, it's just fire bullets. Next move is at 25 mastery, the fire fist, where you basically shoot a big old fist forward, I think. Or I think this is the one that got reworked. It's like a giant Kamehameha. Yes, it is. It's a big old Kamehameha blast, okay? It's really cool. It looks great. Next move is at 50 mastery, fire pillar, where you're like, hold the ground. Flame is a Logia as well, so people without haki can't hurt you. And then boom. So you got a big old eruption. Last move is at 100 mastery. You'll do your stinking Daienkai, whatever the heck, giant firebomb. Big old firebomb, yes. I don't know how to say it. There you go. It's just a big bomb. It's got some good effects as well. Like, they did really good in the fruits in this game. And then at 10 mastery, you just got your stinging fire flight. So that's cool. Welcome to the ice one. So we're gonna show off the ice moves because it got reworked. So the first move at 1 mastery is the ice shards. It got changed. Obviously it got changed. This is the rework. But it looks a lot better now. Before it was just like a few point things, and now it's this. That looks amazing though. It's like little ice bullets that will home in on your target. Ice is a Logia. People without haki cannot hit you. Next move is at 25 mastery, Ice Surge, where it's basically just your big ol' ice pillar. You'll stomp the ground, that'll shoot out. The next move after that is at 50 mastery, Ice Pheasant, where you will shoot out a little bird and hit the target. But what's cool about it is that it got changed, so now it affects the water, because ice has a special ability to generate ice when you walk on water. So if you shoot the Ice Pheasant into the water, it'll explode and make a big old ice thing, so you can have a bigger like fighting arena or something, I don't know. And the last move at 100 mastery is the Ice Age, which is basically just a big old AoE. As you can see, I just got everyone there. It didn't got changed a lot. They changed Ice Shard and they made it so that the Phoenix freezes water. That's all that really changed, but that is still really cool. I'm happy with how the new Ice Shards look. Hello everybody, this is the sand clip, so we're going to show all the moves for sand. Sand is a Logia type, so people without haki can't hurt you. You just have the sand effect. The first move is Desert Spada. It only has 1 mastery because it's the first move. It'll just do a lot of like spikes, and you can't use this while you're in the air. All the sand moves can only be used if you're grounded. Like, I'm gonna just go up here and do this, and it only went over to that tree because that was the closest thing that was on my level. Next move is at 40 mastery, the Desert Funeral, where it's basically stinking Gara's sand coffin, or Pain's what was it called? Planetary Devastation. Basically, you'll do a little thing down there, they'll get sucked in, and they'll go up and explode. It's pretty good. Like, sand looks amazing. Next move is if you have 80 mastery, you'll do Sables, which is basically just a sand tornado that pulls people in and does more damage. And then next move at 120 mastery is Sables Pesudo. Sables Pesudo. I'm very bad at pronouncing it, I know. I'm sure a lot of people are mad at me right now. But you basically will shoot a little stinking sand energy ball, and it'll explode, kind of like the upgraded Bacento Quake Sphere. But my Bacento isn't upgraded, so what would I say? And then at 50 mastery, you have the Sand Flight, which is kind of like, it's faster than Magma, but definitely not as fast as things like Light or Phoenix. In this clip, we're going to show off the Yami fruit moves. It's got 4 moves. For those of you who don't know, Yami is actually my favorite fruit, but for whatever reason, the Yami ability is to nullify other devil fruits, right? But for whatever reason, every One Piece game I play makes it so if you have Yami, you take ×2 damage. I don't know why they think that Yami makes you take ×2 damage when it just nullifies every other fruit. But anyway, the first move is Liberation, which ironically is Blackbeard's strongest move. Basically, he will he'll do a little stance, and then a black hole pillar will come out of him, and they'll start spewing out objects that he has absorbed with the fruit in the past. But for some reason, it's the first move. I don't know why this is, but yeah, it's literally just like you take out a black hole, and then you'll shoot tons of rubble at your enemy. Okay. Next move is a 40 mastery. You hit X to do black spiral, where you'll pull them in and just kind of, you can't do anything. You just pull them in. I know that he has a move that he can pull his enemies in and then slam them to the ground, but this he just kind of pulls them in and then throws them away. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. The third move, the 80 mastery, this is, obviously, yeah, Logia. You're immune to people without hacky hacks. But, yeah, the next move is black hole, where basically you'll, like, do a little pose and the black hole will come out of your feet. He does this, and then the pillar comes out from the top and then spews out all the objects, but whatever, game. Next move, I'm actually gonna teleport up here for this. Okay, you're gonna... Alright, fine, just get out of my range. I'll go somewhere else then. God, I don't want to play the game anyway. If you have 110 mastery and you hit V, you'll make a giant revenge death ball from Dragon Ball Z. You will throw it, it'll pull them in rapidly. It's so good. Lots of damage, looks amazing. I know what to say, it's worth the grind. Hello everyone, welcome to the light clip. So, light, you know, you got your sword because it got reworked, so now it has a sword, and instead of having the move to activate sword, you just have sword passively, so now if you click, you'll just swing your sword like this. First move is at 1 mastery, light beam. You'll shoot a little pew pew boom. So, boom. Does a little bit of damage. Has a good... Light basically has like a lot of cooldown. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it charges really fast, so it's very spammable. Light barrage at 40 mastery. Logia, he can't hit me if he doesn't have armament hacky. So light barrage is gonna be the small like energy balls he shoots at you. Boom, 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 boom. 71.1 damage. Jeez. 500. Jeez. Okay. 80 mastery, light kick, you'll do a little like, you do his sword beam but sideways and with a light beam, so like you'll do that, boom, just like that, but it's a lot stronger. Last move is at 110 mastery, the piercing light beam. You'll basically do light beam but rapidly, like bam, 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 bam. And it effectively makes up like, I want to say like 1.5 light beams. Last move is at 10 mastery, the Boulder Flight. At full HP, you'll go super fast, at 50 HP, you'll go slow, and at 25% HP, you'll go super slow. So, and again, this is a click, so I can use this as a weapon. It does not count as a sword, so I can hurt people like Bobby, even though he has chop, and I can hurt shop users as well, because the sword, as you see there, counts as Devil Fruit stat rather than sword stat. If you use Arm and Hacky, then the sword will turn black, which is a cool little effect. But yeah, there's the light showcase. Welcome to the gum rework. So obviously, as I said, the gum fruit got reworked. The first move is gum pistol, 1 mastery. Hasn't really changed at all. It's just a little forward punch. Nothing special, nothing not special. Next move is, if you have 20 mastery, you can do gum bazooka. Originally, this was gum rocket, where you'd fling yourself and then do a little slam down. But now you'll pull your arms back, and it'll come all stretchy, and you can mess around, move a little bit like that, and it'll kind of make you go faster. But it's basically just a little pull back and then pow forward, nothing special. Third move is, if you have 50 mastery, you will do gum gatling, which is you stick an aura barrage. It does 29 damage for what I have right now, so that's nice. And then the last move is, you have 150 mastery, you'll do gear second, where basically you'll go like this, and then you'll do that, you'll get a free tan, you'll start smoking. And now gum pistol is gum jet pistol, which is a little pow. Or instead of a little forward punch, it's a pow. Gum bazooka is the same, however, you can teleport, so if my cursor is over here, I'll teleport over there and shoot it like that. And then gum gatling is now gum jet gatling, which is a lot stronger, and a lot faster too. And then obviously you can hit the button again to turn off gear second. I don't know why you would. From what I know of, gear second doesn't have a, like, stinking, cooldown. Okay, use Goro and Electro on me because they added the 2 things that Gum is immune to. So if you're Gum, then you are Rubber. As you can see, he's a Marine and I'm a pirate. So obviously we're not allied. I don't have any allies right now. And he's using moves on me, but I'm not taking damage because Gum doesn't conduct electricity because it's a Rubber man, and Rubber doesn't conduct electricity. He doesn't have Electro, but it's the same thing. It's electric punches, so they won't conduct. And also, apparently I can use Electro as a Gum user. That's fine though, I guess. I can just not conduct electricity if it's gonna hurt me, but if I can use it to attack, yeah, that's fine, bro. That's legit. Oh, and obviously with Gear Second, you also combine it with a Hacky. and it'll become, does it become stronger? No, not really. We're gonna show Magma today. It got reworked, so fun. It actually had a lot of changes, so I'm not too mad about it. First move at 1 mastery is Magma Fist. Before it was just 1 fist. Obviously Logia, it cannot be hit by people without hackies, like this guy can't hurt me. Since you're a Magma user, you can walk on Magma, stuff like that. The first move at 1 mastery is Magma Fist, where before we'd shoot 1 giant fist and Magma boss in there. Akainu still can use the 1 big fist, but we have like multiple small fists instead now. Next move is at 45 mastery, Exploding Volcano. Really didn't change, it's still just a little punch the ground AoE. Third move at 90 mastery is the Magma Hound, which is basically, I actually forgot what was there before. There might not have been anything there before actually, but you'll basically just shoot out a big old magma, and it's got the wolf head, and I think I missed. No, it drags them along, which is also cool. And the Meteor Volcano was changed, so now it's aimed, so let me like go far away. Now I'll do this, and they'll go up, and then they'll go right down to where I want them to, making it a lot stronger. And then the last move is just Magma Flight, which is still the slowest flight. But yeah, this is actually a much stronger, cooler fruit now. Welcome to the Gura clip. We're gonna show all the Gura moves that we have in the game right now. So the first move is Tremor Punch with 1 mastery. It's basically you just get a little Gura sphere around your fist and you just punch the air. It does a lot of damage though. Next move is Tremor Wave with 50 mastery. You'll do another hand wave, but when you punch the air, it'll send a little Gura sphere that goes forward, and it can move around, unlike the Tremor Punch, which is just a punch. The third move, you need 100 mastery for Tremor Erupt, where basically it's just a little AoE. You get 2 Gura spheres in your hand, you just go pow, and I'll send the enemy up too. The last move is if you have 150 mastery, you can do Tsunami, where basically, if you do this, you punch, and nothing's happening. Oh, what's weird? I thought there were going to be tsunamis. But then we go over here, and then, oh look, there's tsunamis coming. They'll send out 2 tsunamis. I think they do like over 1,000 damage. Did you survive? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you get the gist. 2 tsunamis come in and abuse your target. And welcome to the Buddha clip. So we're going to show all the moves for Buddha. So the first one is, if you hit Z, you will transform into Big Daddy Buddha, where basically you're just a giant old, big old mass of gold. I think, yeah, you can still use your arm and it'll turn you into giant, this obsidian gold guy, whatever. The first move is, if you hit X, you'll do an impact wave, which is basically you'll punch the ground, it'll do a giant, big old gold attack. While you're in Buddha mode, you will have, while you're in Buddha mode, you will have, looks like, it depends on how much devil fruit you have. So I have 500 plus 67 devil fruit. I have 4,000 health at minimum. When I transfer into Buddha, I get like 2,600 HP. So Buddha increases your stats, doesn't increase energy, just increases health. It makes you really big and slow though, so it's very hard to move. You don't get a lot of distance, you're a big target, stuff like that. Your Bacento gets bigger too. And it used to be a glitch when you could like turn a Buddha and then take out your Bacento, and you'd have a giant Bacento with the increased range and stuff. I don't think Buddha increases your weapons when you have them, but there might be that. So if you hit X, you'll do Impact Wave, which is a giant punch. I probably already did that, but I forgot, but that's okay. Next move is at 100 mastery, Buddha Tackle, where it's the same thing except you move forward. Literally. That's it. You also see how many times I'm getting hit every time I try to punch this man. The last move is at 200 mastery, Buddha Explosion, where basically it's just, you'll just implode on yourself. Literally just boom. So one thing that they do is they will use Soro, a little teleportation step, and then use Buddha Explosion right on top of you. My friend does that to me a lot. So I wouldn't recommend Buddha, to be honest. It takes a long time to get mastery for, and it just makes you super big. But for those people who have Buddha and actually fight with it, are extremely good with it. Now we're on the string clip. So obviously string, not a Logia. You will take damage from anyone and everything. First move at 1 mastery is the Pentachromatic String, also known as the Gay String. Basically, you'll do a big ol' swipe that good damage, and it's the Rainbow Strings. Next move at 50 mastery, you'll see Doflamingo, the NPC, using this a lot. It's a string that will come down from above and then stick them in the ground. I completely missed. That's fine. Just give me a second, just gotta get that back. Yeah, you stay there, buddy. You stay there, don't worry, it'll be fine. You're just gonna get full brighted. So you'll put your hand up and then boom, strings will come down and stab them. Next move is at 100 mastery, Overheat. Originally this could only hit one, which was really dumb, but now it hits multiple targets, so bada bing. Next move is at 225 mastery, the God Thread, which is basically it's just octopus tentacles. You'll just purple string. I'm assuming they tried to replicate the Hacky, but they failed. So there's the God Thread. And the last move at 50 mastery, Sky's Path. You'll use strings to like move yourself around. Mobility is it's like 50-50. It can, however, go really high. So that's awesome, especially if you want to go like way up to Skypeter, like way up to that island for whatever reason. Instead of using the teleport, you could do that. But yeah, string is pretty good for what it is. It's pretty bad to PvP though, since everyone's gonna be moving around and jumping all the time. But there's your string clip. Welcome to the Phoenix clip. We're gonna show all the moves for Phoenix, and before it starts, don't buy this food. It's so bad. Anyway, the first move is you have 1 mastery. You can do Phoenix Cannon. You'll pull your wings back and then pow, and launch them far. Next move is this isn't a Logia. This is a zone type, so these guys can hit me. If you take damage, Regeneration Flames at 90 mastery. You can hold that down to heal you and allies. It'll heal everyone. It can heal like people on Marines, even if you're not on the if I'm a pirate, I can heal a Marine too. I think you can also heal NPCs, but I don't think you can. No, you can't. Okay, because that would be very hard. Next move is at 160 mastery, Fast Kick, where basically it's a kick that hits one person and does like 400 damage, and the first move does a lot more, 300 more in fact. It has a lot faster cooldown. I could use it 2 times before the Phoenix Cannon recharges. The last move, the last move you get is at 250 mastery. It's called Full Body Phoenix. While you're in this state, you can't get hit by anyone. As you can see, he's swinging at me, but he can't hit me. And you can fly around. That's it. It's just a faster fly, and you hit V to deactivate it. And then Hybrid Flight is just slower flight. They added Rumble, which is the lightning fruit. So now we're here with this. So the first move is if you have 1 mastery, it's called Thunder Dragon. Where basically it's just a little swaggy little shot of lightning. It doesn't really look like a dragon. I think maybe the head's supposed to be a dragon, and that's what it is, but I can't really see it, and it's way too fast for me to try to get a look at it. I can try. Yeah, no, I can't get a look at that. And yeah, I don't know. The next move is Heavy Thunder at 90 mastery, so that's kind of really hard, where basically you'll put your hands up like this. There are no storm clouds above you, and when you let go, thunder will rain down, and the storm clouds will appear, and then they'll vanish. And the next move at 160 mastery is L Thor. One issue with L Thor is that the way Enel used it, he used it just like an energy beam, but in the game it just always comes down from above. So we hold the button, storm clouds don't show up yet, we let go, and then we summon Goku to just shoot a Kamehameha down from the sky onto our enemies. And as the clouds vanish. The last move is Thunder Greeting, where we once again call up our boy Goku to summon a Spirit Bomb. If we zoom in, I think I should be able to see it. No, it's way up here. Ow. Okay, jerk. We'll get Goku to get a Spirit Bomb. We'll say, hey, can you lend us a Spirit Bomb? He's like, sure. I'm like, okay, go ahead and destroy this guy, and then we'll throw it down. It'll explode in a giant ball of lightning. And then the last move is Lightning Temple, which is basically the same as, I think it's called Soro. I think it's called Soro. It's basically the R move where you just teleport. That's basically what Lightning Tempo is. You just more movement, which is nice since it's a lot faster than Sora. Like, you can really mess up your enemies with it. Like, oh, I'm over here, and now I'm over here. Oh. And it's got big AoE with Heavy Thunder and big damage. It's just a really good fruit in general. So hello to Gravity. So this took a long time to get, and I was not disappointed. I really like this one. The first move is at 1 mastery, the Fierce Tiger, which is basically like, you ever watch Naruto? You know Pain, right? You got the almighty push. That's basically what this is. Okay, you'll just boom, they get shoved like that. The next move is at 100 mastery. Gravity will Descent. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just say gravity oppression, because basically you hold down X, it'll do this little area of effect, and it'll increase as you go on, and it'll hold them down in place. Very good for like the Whitebeard raid or for supporting people, so just keep them in place. The issue with it though is if like I'm above him, right? Like here, let me see here. If I'm above him, let me see. Does this still hit? Yeah, so that still hits. But if I'm above him, like this, right? It won't hit him because it has to be on an even playing field. Like I can't be above him, he can't be below me, etc. So that's kind of annoying. Like if I'm above him, but I do this because it's aiming down, I'm moving the gravity downwards. With gravity obedience, it's like you gotta be with me, man. If you get 200 mastery as an next move, meteor pitch, which is basically you'll just sink into almighty devastation. You'll shoot down a meteor from heaven. It'll slam down. It's got a great effect. It looks amazing. But last move at 300 mastery, fire festival, is you ever watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? You know, you're like, I'm so hungry, I could use some meatballs. He'd be like, let me summon some meatballs. And you'll summon meteors, but you will summon lots of them. And they just go randomly, it doesn't matter where your cursor is, they'll attack everywhere. Very good for player versus enemy, not good at all for PvP, since most fights will occur in the air. And then the last move is Boulder Flight, which is basically just the flying move for gravity. And they did not have to do this, like gravity is great as it is. But they decided to give it a flying fruit. So basically what it'll do is, whatever you're standing on, you'll rip a chunk out of it and use it to fly around. So let's see, I'm on water, right? You can make some really cool stuff with this. So I'm on water, boom. Now I'm flying around on just a giant hunk of water. And at the volcano, you can wait there for the lava. So you can fly around on lava. Like if I go up here, I could probably... it has a pretty fast cooldown. Like if I'm on here, I can just take out a chunk of the fountain. Or if I'm on Sky PD, I can take a chunk out of the stinking cloud. I can fly in a cloud, I can fly in water, I can fly on lava, I can stinking fly on grass if I want to. It's a really simple but funny effect to me, because it makes you so much more menacing. Like, what if you were just minding your own business, and all of a sudden this man walks up to you flying on water? What do you do? The last man to walk on water was Jesus. What do you do? And then he starts messing with gravity, and you're just like, oh no, summoning meteors. But yeah, there's gravity, so yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hello everybody and welcome to the Paw clip. So basically, we're going to show all the moves with Paw, you know, that thing we've been doing with literally every other fruit. So, the first move is Pressure Cannon, and at Mastery 1, it's just a Paw shot, it's nothing special. Next move is at 100 Mastery, Paw Barrage, where it's just Pressure Cannon, but a lot. That's all it is. And then at 200 mastery, that's where it gets good. Watch this. Bear Shock. You'll put your hands up. You can be like, oh, I'm charging Spirit Bomb. Then you fell for it, fool. And then you'll shoot out a paw. And then boom. Turns to a giant paw. Big AoE. Big damage. Very good. And I actually like this last move a lot. So if you know the actual guy from the paw user, it's the robot, I think, right? He like abused Luffy to all heck, and then Zoro was like, I'll take all his pains, like, here, you can have a little portion, and Zoro almost died, and then he was like, actually, you know what, I will take all of it, even though I'm currently dying. Hell Repulse is basically that. It's so cool. You'll shoot at this big red paw, it'll zoom in, it'll go inside them, and do lots of damage really fast. Let's see how much damage this does. Now, last time I used it, got him down to yellow, but that was on weaker enemies. He took out like 25% of this guy's HP. It's very powerful and it's very spammable. So real quick, we're just gonna get rid of this guy real quick, because I don't like him. And I don't want him to shoot at me, because that's not very cash money at all. No sir, you get out of my face. And then the last move, Self-Repel. Now, I'm actually going to be looking back, but if you press F, you'll just shoot yourself forward super fast, which is what he does to everyone, I think. He, like, swipes them away. And if I hit F, I couldn't even see it. I got too fast. I was too fast. I'm fast as heck, boy. But I'm going to try to see at the back, because it's just super fast. It's like an instant transmission. Boop. Okay, so yeah, you saw the little paw things right there. But yeah, there's the paw fruit. It's really good, but however, I do think gravity is better, and the devs also agreed with that because they made gravity rarer. which is really cool. The only issue is that I have to get it again now, which is not very fun because I like gravity the most. But there's the pod video, and I think the video is going to be released now because there's just so many clips and it's holding up so much space right now. So update 7, this has been recorded. If there's an update 8, don't worry, I'll probably do that for just a separate video all on its own. But as always, I hope you all like the game. Favorite game, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you all in the next video.